Hey, this is Dean Sponheim from Sponheim Sales and Services, and this is our third installment of Termination of cover crops. Welcome back, and this is to our group of more experienced cover croppers, and are actually pushing the envelope on how far we can go and how long we can let that cover crop grow while our number one cash crop is getting started. First of all, I gotta have a disclaimer put in here. I am not suggesting anything that goes against your federal crop insurance, so make sure you check with your agent before you do any of this. I'm going to talk about little test plot areas that we've been doing and finding good results. We are working with the RMA and trying to get some of these dates in which we have to terminate this cover crop changed, because we're finding out that as we let this cover crop grow, we're actually getting a yield advantage. So until we get that done, make sure you follow what your local agent is telling you, because there are different zones in different states on when termination needs to be done for a cash crop to be covered. But we're going to talk about some plot work that we've been doing and some theories that we've been working on and some experiments we've been trying to do and seeing some pretty good success with it. One is we are not terminating the rye chemically or mechanically at planting, just like we did at the intermediate stage. We are allowing that to grow past our planting. It has worked great. Like I said, in our time on most of our acres, we will be terminating before emergence, and that could be a week to 2 weeks after planting, letting that rye get a little bit taller. We can also allow it then to maybe pick up some more of our phosphorus and potassium and nitrogen that maybe the corn plant wouldn't be able to get before, and then we would go ahead and terminate it chemically. The other option would be planting date, push it back, and we can do it another way and mechanically. We are going to be working, and there's been a lot of people working with crimper rollers, and that's what we're going to be diving into. I think it's really easy to adopt on the soybean side. We're going to probably wait to plant beans a little bit later, let the rye get to that point where it's almost ready to crimp, plant the beans, and then wait a week or however long it takes for the beans just before they start coming up, and then crimp and roll it. We can also do that on a corn. We're going to do a little bit of trial work on some mammoth red clover to see if that would be an easier cover crop to go ahead of corn. And that we're even going to try to probably shred it or cut it as the corn comes up. So we're working on a few things. I think the crimper rolling, if you don't mind waiting to plant a little bit later, that would be great. We're going to do some trials on beans, small trials where the insurance isn't going to hurt us, and just let the beans grow to V2, let the rye continue to go, and then crimp it all together and lay that nice mat down. We're hoping to be able to raise beans with no herbicides at all. Because of the allelopathic effect on small seeded broadleafs in that top half inch where that rye would keep it from germinating, and when we lay that nice mat of rye down, that will stop any other weeds from germinating later on. So that's our hope, and we're just trying to find another one for the corn side. But that's where it gets really interesting. We had a little mistake last year on a small test plot where we didn't get the the rye terminated on time and put this, but we actually got in there 2 or 3 weeks too late, got it terminated, and the rye was actually seeding, or heading I should say. We terminated it. We thought that was going to hurt the corn, and actually it was a side-by-side with no cover crop and cover crop, and we were 24 bushels better where that rye was big than where there was no rye. So it really helped us out, even though we thought it was going to be a big detriment to our cover crops. So this is where we don't know if this is what we're going to continue to do, the species that we're at, but that's what we have available now. And we're having great success of letting it grow longer into our cash crop starting stages. So I guess that's all I have for now, but just stay in tune. We'll be updating some of our experiments and letting you know how it works out this summer as it goes along. Take care. Good luck this spring.